Welcome to Let's Get Real, the show that tells the truth about love, sex, and relationships. This program is for mature adults only. Watch at your own risk, as the truth can have life-changing consequences. This show does not give advice. The information provided is accurate to the best of our knowledge. The opinions stated are those of the person speaking. And the truth, well, the only truth that matters is your own. For more information, visit www.gettingreal.tv. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, here's your hosts, David and Darlene Steele from Relationship Coaching Institute.
So welcome to Let's Get Real. Today's episode is about, should we share everything?
So Mike from Dallas writes, I think it's important for a couple to be best friends. I confide in my wife and tell her everything, good, bad, or indifferent. She knows my worst doubts, fears, and quirks. A psychiatrist friend of mine thinks that this is a mistake. What do you think?
Well, the friend's a psychiatrist, so I don't really know what that means.
Yeah.
But it seems very clear that it's very important to him that he's best friends with his wife.
Right, and it also is important to him to share everything. But he is afraid that he might be sharing too much.
So, let's get real about this. Is it possible to share too much? Maybe. I think it really depends upon his wife and his relationship with his wife. And the principle that I'm reminded of here is that in a relationship, everything should happen in connection. That means he shouldn't just be sharing what's on his mind and not caring about her reaction, or if she wants to hear it, or if she's ready to hear it, or if she likes it or doesn't like it. So everything in a relationship should happen in connection. You should walk down the street in connection. You should spend money in connection. You should decide whether or not to have children in connection. You should have dinner in connection. Everything in a relationship should happen in connection if it's going to be a close relationship, which I assume that's what Mike wants. So that is a very important principle that applies in this situation. The other principle the other concept that I'm reminded of is he really wants intimacy with his wife.
Oh, more than that, he wants radical intimacy with his wife.
Okay, so what do we mean by this? Intimacy is simply, into me I see, is I'm going to share with you my thoughts, my feelings, my wants, and my needs. I'm going to let you inside me. I'm going to share with you what's going on inside me. And so that is what most close relationships are based on, whether it's with parent-child or just friends. You're going to share what's true for you, what's real for you. Radical intimacy is taking it even further, sharing not only your thoughts, feelings, wants, and needs, but your secrets and your fantasies and your deepest desires and things that you wouldn't tell anybody else. And generally, most of us only have one relationship that we might do that with, and that's going to be our primary partner, or it might be our therapist. So, if we're going to be real, absolutely share everything, but in connection. It's part of your relationship. You're not doing it as a monologue. It's part of what your wife is involved in that as well.
So we like to offer a couple strategies that you might want to consider. The first is you need to have a conversation with your wife. Just find out what she's comfortable with. Does she want to hear everything?
Does she want intimacy? Does she want radical intimacy? And, all relationships are different. All relationships are unique. And some people are very, very uncomfortable with intimacy. And they're quite comfortable just being what we might think of as roommates. And if that's the kind of relationship that she wants, but that's not what you want, then you have a problem. But regardless, you need to talk about that.
Right. I'd also really be mindful of her emotional buttons. So, for example, if she has trouble around jealousy, you might not want to share that you saw a beautiful woman walking down the street. So just kind of be mindful of what would make her uncomfortable.
Right. And so really, Mike, personally, I say go for it, share everything, but do so in connection with your wife. Do so if she wants to, if she's interested, if she wants to have that kind of relationship. You don't talk about what she shares with you. I'm assuming that, we're not hearing that, any complaint from your wife about this. So in a good relationship or a great relationship, in our opinion, you do share everything. So don't hold back, but definitely do so in connection with your wife. And sometimes it's a problem and people want different things in a relationship, so then you have to talk about it. You have to work it out. If you have challenges working it out, then get some help around that. Get a neutral third party to talk with, like a counselor, a coach, or a therapist, and get on the same page about just how much you're willing to share with each other in this relationship. So very good luck to you, Mike. Thanks for writing in. If you have a comment for Mike or something to add to the conversation or an idea, please put it in the comment box below. So thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye. Stop it! Stop it! I'm gonna buy new clothes.
You've been watching Let's Get Real, the show that tells the truth about love, sex, and relationships. For more information, more episodes, and to join the free Getting Real Club, visit www.gettingreal.tv. May you live the life you love with the love of your life.